You just listen to the old Pork Chop Express here now and take his advice on a dark and stormy night when the lightning's crashing and the thunder's rolling and the rain.
Good morning, Valhalla! Light the fires, Keely Chow! Gun Bunny! Is seismoloading! The Jester of Sin! Old Gamer 72 Cutlass! The Wrench of Wrenches, Chris Perja! Zeropium! The Madman Mark the Infinitely Tired! Somewhere out there listening is Psychodorf 9! The Mag Dr. Adega Outlaw! Revenite FC! Shockwave! The Clown Prince of Crime! And my favorite polar bear on YouTube! Project Storytime! Greetings, program! Holy shit! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. Big good morning to my panel this morning. Zeropium and Eris of Chaos. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh man, everybody's tuckered out and tired, and oh well, here we are. We're doing it live.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eris of Chaos requires caffeine this morning. So she will be played by another actress until she gets caffeine.
What?
Set course to the nearest nebula.
I have no idea. But
can it be Kate Blanchett? Can I be played by Kate Blanchett, please?
I guess, okay.
Yay!
Sure, so somebody ring her up and see if she's available.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, Arwen. Good morning, Das Whoopin. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out there doing if I didn't call your name out in the intro? Good morning.
How about you said Das Whoopin?
Whoopin.
I was like, oh my God, it's getting spicy in there. Oh
somebody's loopy today.
Eris of Katos.
Of Katos. It works.
El Cato.
Oh, geez. Actually, I think the last thing you need right now is coffee.
Yeah, no.
Now, out of nowhere, we're getting the giggle syndrome going on. Tee-hee-hee-hee, tee-hee-hee-hee, kitty-kitty, tee-hee-hee.
So the series finale of Game of Thrones, or House of the Dragon, was last night. The season finale, season 1 is over, and I want to tell you,
light snack.
What?
Jeebus Christ!
It you know, the Otto and the Greens are ready for war. They're ready to go out. They're ready to start all kinds of crap. I think the only thing that's stopping all of this is Allison. Allison is like, no, we're gonna offer them a chance. Rhaenyra is like, no, we're gonna offer them a chance. And they have tried their very best to not plunge the Seven Kingdoms into war. And they have failed miserably.
I'll say. I gotta quickly say right off the bat, it took them 10 episodes, but thank you, writers, for finally giving us a little glimpse of a dragon fight. Way to save it till the end. Chompy, chompy, yum, yum.
So spoilers are ahead.
Spoiler alert, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and put that up. Not the be right back one. Spoilers. We don't need. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Oh, God. The day we start putting ads in here, oh, God, I'm going to shoot myself.
Loki, season 1 might be over, but the shills lambasting it has yet to reach a crescendo.
Good use of words, Chris Persia. Very nice.
Oh, yeah. I heard all kinds of stuff.
What?
While I was gone. The end was absolutely horrible.
Blah, blah, blah.
It was horrible.
It was great. It left me on a cliffhanger for 2 years, you assholes.
Yeah. People want chomp chomp num num. And I think we're gonna get a lot of chomp chomp num num.
Yeah, that was a nice little aperitif déjeuner.
Had a little snack, light appetizer.
For Vhagar, oh yeah. So Vhagar is by far the most impressive dragon on this show. It's gigantic. The sister of Balerion the Black Dread, and the only living dragon to arrive in Westeros with Aegon the Conqueror. This dragon has been around forever.
Yeah, you can see why he conquered shit with it.
It's just as large as
goddamn.
It's just as large as Balerion was.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, and when you don't like you know he's big, but you keep like kind of forgetting how big he is, and then you kind of see him. There's this shot where he is above. Was it Eris, whatever Luke's dragon? I can't remember what it was called.
Araxes.
Araxes. There we go. Araxes. He's above Araxes, and he's literally like a tenth the size. He looks like a fly next to a giant like eagle.
Well, I mean, even the shot with him, just kind of lurking around behind the castle and shit. This dude was towering over that settlement. I'm thinking, God damn, that's a big boy.
Yeah.
Damn, that a huge bitch.
So yeah, we might have more dragons, but that's like 20 dragons in one.
Yeah, that was that's quite the amalgamation of every friggin' dragon that's been out there.
Wait, Vhagar is a female? Oh no, we did the pronouns wrong, guys.
Oh no. What do we classify the dragon as? Whatever, it's a fucking dragon. Who cares?
It's a woman.
So there's another dragon that you see in this episode that is old, and that's Vermithor. And Vermithor is the mount of King Jaehaerys. That is the king that preceded Viserys.
That one guy in the first episode. Yeah. Okay.
So this dragon is over 100 years old. The only dragon that's larger than him was Balerion and Vhagar. Yeah. He's huge. So he has no rider. No one has been able to claim him. So it's going to be very interesting if Daemon is the one that claims him, even though he's already got a dragon. This is the only dragon that's going to be able to stand up to Vhagar.
Yeah.
As far as size, weight, this thing's huge.
You want to make an impact, might as well go after the biggest dog in the yard.
Well, Daemon and Aemon are gonna have they're gonna have a showdown.
They'll have a moment. 'Cause
They can't help
man,
it. They're too
yeah,
much. They're too similar.
Oh yeah, that testosterone was strong with this one. Damon was ready to go from start to end. He's like, Damon, just bring it on. Come on.
He did what
'Cause
to
I
my
mean-
brother? They
Because
died.
I mean, well, I mean, really, you could tell everybody was on edge. I mean, let alone with all the F bombs people started dropping now. Holy shit! I think that must have been a record for each episode.
Joe's voice says, "Oh my God, the scene at Storm's End, the scale of Vagar." Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
You're like, yeah, he's she, but okay, she's big. God, pronouns. No, don't cancel me. She is a big girl. She a big bitch. Yep. And
A huge
then
bitch.
You kind of see her in comparison to the other one. You're like, oh dear.
Oh, and now I can't stop thinking about that day in Stowe when we were walking around. There was like a 50-foot woman in
Oh my
in
god,
the space dock, and I was like, "Damn, that's a huge bitch."
that's a huge bitch in all the wrong ways. Yeah, those people were horribly creative in their own kind of way. That's that was nightmare fuel. Good times, but nightmare fuel. But yeah, some big fucking dragons.
I would rather feed my children to a dragon before kneeling to the usurper. Careful what you wish for.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you're right. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Well,
Just a bit, Pat S. Just a
Mhm.
tiny bit. Just a little bit.
he breathes the
Lucky.
fire once every now and then.
Yeah.
So Joker makes okay. So no one has ridden Vermithor in about 70 years. Damon won't ride him, but he can bond and make it easier to be ridden.
What about
So
that
if he
one
befriends
chick?
him, then the what's her name's daughters, Rhaenyra's, her daughters don't have dragons.
Oh, granddaughters. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Those grandbabies. One of them had to watch that. Remember, like I think one of them might have it, but the other one was supposed to get Vagar because that was her mom's dragon. And then Aemon stole it away, and then she got promised to Luke, if you remember that. So Aemon stole away her betrothed too. So I think she should write it. I think No, Zero. No.
The fire's he's breathing the fire already. Holy shit. Either that or
Zero.
someone flew out the earlock.
Who
The
did you
earlock?
piss off?
Oh
Who
my
did you
god.
piss off?
Oh,
Well,
I-
that's supposed to be off. So yeah, I'm sure I pissed off somebody. I'm sure there's somebody out there going, "Thank him, thank him, thank him."
He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll show him. Engage the noise machine.
Boom. Yeah, Bela, I think, is the one that was betrothed to Luke.
Because
and
people are out
supposed
to get me.
Vagar.
Oh no.
People are out to
Oh,
get you.
darn.
Oh no.
I shall claw them.
So many people out to get me.
Ferocious Fez
I'm
cat.
so worried.
Ferocious Fez cat. I wonder what that would look like.
Mayna's dragon is called Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Yeah.
All right.
So we now have confirmation that the Targaryens are like 60s and 70s hippies. They name their dragons weird shit like Moonbeam.
I don't know. Like
I knew
that-
a girl
I
named Moonbeam growing up.
Oh,
Her
I'm
parents
sure you
were
did.
fucking hippies.
That explains a lot.
It seems I haven't been ridden in 70 years. Tryouts in 3.
All right.
No, I think
Right.
was it Bela? Bela's the one that should do it. I think she needs to get vengeance, and I'm all for that. 'Cause,
I think everybody's out for vengeance.
The other
Yeah.
dragons mentioned are Vermithor and Silverwing. There are 3 completely feral dragons, one of which is named the Cannonball.
that's a
the
fun
cannibal.
one. That is it. Is he called Hannibal?
Hannibal the cannibal.
I
Nom,
would
nom,
name
nom.
my dragon Buttercup.
You would, Snorter Poopus.
You
It's a
would.
fitting
The
name for a
dragon, let
bear
me
dragon.
introduce you to the dragon Buttercup. Yes, I could see that.
His bark is worse than his bite, but he smells delicious.
It'd be a gold dragon.
It would. With a outer crusty edge.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay,
sure
you're not
Amazon's
eating
out to
them.
get me because I'm not talking about their stupid show anymore. Yes,
No more
absolutely, Chris
rhymes.
Pritchard.
Why not?
Oh yeah, Rings of Power existed. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Kinda forgot.
names here. So let's go over names. Let's go over dragons. Let's look at dragons. We've got
Dragons.
Cyrax, which is Rhaenyra's
Red and
dragon.
black.
Okay. We've got Caraxes, which is the serpent-like Matt Damon dragon.
Oh no, that's the one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you just do this. I'm bad at names. Please come. I'm gonna be quiet.
If we go by dragons that have also been mentioned, Balerion the Black Dread, obviously. Sea Smoke. So we've got Sea Smoke. Dreamfire. Vhagar, obviously. Malaise, which is Rhaenys' dragon.
Malaise.
Yeah.
What a name.
Burmax.
How depressing.
So that's Jace's dragon. Sunfire, Arax, Moondancer, Tyraxes, Vermithor, which we already mentioned, Silvering, and then the 3 wild dragons that
Have yet to be claimed.
yeah, but they will be claimed,
Oh, they
trained, and flown in war. Obviously.
My.
There'll be a hunt for them. What's wrong, Fez Kitty?
Wendy.
I'm sorry, who?
I'll be your bearded dragon, Zeropium, but you can ride bareback.
Are you trying
That's
to tell
why.
me? Are you trying to tell me you're
Mouthwash. Someone
beard-
bring mouthwash.
bearded dragon? So you are a lizard. Great, because I can skin you alive and make a belt out of you.
So, yeah, mouthwash. Someone bring mouthwash. I think I
Yeah, well,
vomited.
I just took a shot
little
of Buckley, so I'm already feeling weird. So be very careful. Blech.
My dragon's name is Large Droppings. That is one big pile of shit.
That is one big pile of shit. Call Ellie Sattler to dig through it.
So, obviously, since we're talking spoilers, yeah, it was snack time at the end of at the end of House of Dragon last night. Vhagar got a snack. So they sent the kids. One of them went north. One of them went south. The younger son went to Storm's End, and boy, was it the end. Because when he got there, it was pouring down rain. When he landed his dragon, he goes to walk inside, and there's Vhagar in like the distance as the lightning crashes. You see the shadow of Vhagar. And the prince is on a little bitty dragon compared to Vhagar. He's on a little tiny dragon.
It fits him.
Aegon's already there. They get in an argument, and Aegon throws a knife and says, "Cut your own eye out before you leave, because you owe me an eye, bitch."
It was a cool looking eye. I will say it was pretty nice looking.
And the Lord of Storm's End was like, "Nope, bitches, you ain't doing this here. He came as an envoy. You will not attack him in my kingdom." And he leaves, gets on his dragon, hauls ass. Yeah, it was stupid to send the princes, but she wanted them. She figured no one would touch them. She figured no one would touch her sons. That's the last thing Alicent would do if Alicent really was true about her word that the princes wouldn't be touched. They'd be protected. And in all honesty, Aemon tried to stop Vhagar. Aemon was like, no, but guess what? If you go back to Game of Thrones, multiple times this is brought up, a dragon is not a slave. A dragon bonds with you and works with you. It is not your slave. It is not your F-16. It is not your car. You don't hop in it to go to the grocery store. Dragons are serious fucking business. We've been talking about how dragons are serious fucking business from the very beginning. These things are brutal. They are vicious, and the only reason why the Targaryens can use them and the Valerians is because they know the secrets of working with them. And the Targaryens are part dragon. The Targaryens themselves are part dragon. This is how they conquered the Seven Kingdoms. They didn't have to fight other dragons. They didn't have a dragon civil war. And the Targaryens knew if it ever came down to dragon versus dragon, the only ones that are going to lose are the Targaryens. No matter what, no matter how it goes down. Because you're losing your future. You're losing dragons that could grow up to be the biggest and the largest in the world like Vhagar.
No.
They're precious.
Snack time. More important.
Well,
Happy Dinosaur. A dragon is a pet, not a fighter plane.
I'm going to name my dragon Maverick.
Yeah, Drogon. No, Dany couldn't control Drogon totally. At the end of the day, Drogon listened to her and did what she wanted, but that was Drogon's choice. Yes, I got to get me one of those. Absolutely, Joker Boy. So when they go into to talk about the war campaign and what the I said war campaign. When they went in to talk about the war campaign and plan out their strategy, the stone table that's in there, they put fire and coals underneath it, and it lights up
That's so cool. I want
the
one.
table.
Give me.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's people out there right now designing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Going, yeah, we're going to sell these for like, $20,000, $30,000 a piece.
Yeah.
Wait, never mind. Can you bring down the press?
That table was lit, yo. Yeah. All you need is a big old table, strap on some extra shit, and put some LEDs in there.
Strap on.
You just made Wendy very happy. You said strap on.
Oh, my God damn it. Shut up.
Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington. A dragon is like a wife.
Don't ever argue with one.
And good morning, Darth Arlena. How are you doing? Aemon might have tried to stop Vhagar, but one, it's a living sentient being, and two, Aemon is bonded to it. So Vhagar has felt Aemon's hatred for Rhaenyra's son for years. Okay, so there's a scene where Rhaenyra, who has been pregnant these last couple of episodes, lost her baby.
That was pretty graphic too, I must say.
That was the most graphic. Yeah, it's the most graphic birth I think I've ever seen. Television. Yeah.
I give her credit for standing there and almost falling over and trying to force this thing out. But man, when it fell out and hit the floor, Monty Python style, I'm thinking, yeah, that's a dead baby. Whew. Vicious.
And her dragon felt it. Her dragon felt everything. You see the back and forth between the dragon and Rhaenyra. So the dragon was feeling her pain and was probably helping her. That's probably the only reason why she stayed on her feet the whole time, was she was getting strength from her dragon, and her dragon was feeling everything she was going through. Her dragon knew she's in trouble, and I think that's why her dragon is so protective over her later in the episode when she meets with Middlefinger. Otto.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's time to drive the bus again.
Otto's back, man. So Cyrax, you see visions of Cyrax while she's going through that pregnancy. The most graphic pregnancy I think they ever have done on television.
Yeah.
Sugarboy says this episode also showed just how connected the Targaryens are to their dragon. Cyrax, yes. Yep, that's what I was just saying. When Daemon got shot with an arrow and the stepstone, Cyraxes felt it. Yes.
He took an arrow to the knee.
That's
And
right.
still didn't bend it.
Mm.
And yeah, that's the first thing I said was, look at where we're at again. We're on the steps of Dragonstone, and
Otto's
it's
being a little shit.
except
Well,
except this time Rhaenyra's on the other side. She still parks her dragon right behind Otto, but she walks up and stands with Daemon. She walks through the Kingsguard, past Otto, like bitches please, and stands next to Daemon. That was a
hell
fucking
yes.
power move by her
Yes.
if I ever saw one. That has
Step
been
aside,
her
prick.
yeah, that has been her most impressive I am queen, get the fuck out of my way move. That was a
Yeah,
very very much a power move.
and then she took away his hand, his little hand symbol, and it's like, no.
Now that little outburst I disagreed with. She should have
I
been
like
cooler.
the hand thing. I know, but I liked the hand
She
thing.
can go over there. She can go over there eye to eye with him and rip that motherfucker off. But freaking out and cussing at him, I just was like, no. She's like, you don't deserve to fucking wear this. And you're like, wait a minute. No.
No, breathe, girl. I know you're mad. I know a lot of shit has happened in like the last 24 hours, and they were not going to tell you.
Yeah. I know there's been a lot going on, you know, that all these people just swore fealty to her, and then she's like, "You're a fucking traitor." It's like, whoa, bitch, calm down a minute.
Werewolf Jesus, 4 out of 5 dragons prefer Loot Krispies.
What do those taste like?
No.
I don't know.
Like
After
tears.
these messages, we'll be
After
right
these messages,
back.
stay tuned.
Gerald Derelict says, apologies for bad form. Mornings,
don't
Zeropium.
worry. We saw you
made a
there, my
joke.
friend. We
You
saw
made a
you.
joke
Good morning.
first, and then you said good morning. That's illegal. You can't do that. It's not
No.
allowed.
There are no laws here. If
What?
there are, we only make them so we can break them.
Because he wanted to go. I guarantee you. I guarantee you,
Oh,
Josh. It's
yes.
because he wanted to be the one to deliver the message. Because he's
They
up his
didn't-
own ass that bad.
Yeah, they didn't send Otto. Otto sent himself. He was like, all right, bye. I'm going to go do this. You can't
See
stop
ya.
me.
Peace out.
Aegon doesn't care. He's in the room fucking at this point. On the throne room. So, whatever.
And I really did like that he handed her the page of the book that she tore out in the first episode.
Yeah.
Eris was like immediately, oh, that's why they did that.
Well, they showed it in the previously on, and I was just like, that's such a weird scene, a weirdly specific scene to show, because there's a lot in the first few episodes with Alicent and Rhaenyra, and they showed that. And so whenever he pulled out a piece of paper, I was like, I know what that is. Ha ha.
Message for you, sir.
Yes.
And Joker Boy says, my biggest complaint, Princess Rhaenyra, it wasn't my word, Rhaenys. Yes, not Rhaenyra.
Yes.
Rhaenys.
Yes.
It wasn't my war to start. Huh? You were held prisoner. The High Towers are going to murder your granddaughters and you. Oh, yeah, you're involved. Torch them fuckers.
She didn't want to do it without her husband because her husband was found alive, right? So her husband was found alive. Technically, he is the one who makes the call at the end of the day, right? Because he's king, or he's the head of Driftmark. So because he was found alive, she was kind of hesitant to do anything about it. And she was kind of seeing how they all played it out. And I think Rhaenyra holding her temper, right? Keeping a firm hold on her temper while everyone else was like, let's go to war. I think that kind of really won her over as she is patient like her dad. But when and as we're going to see in this next season, when shit hits the fan, oh, she is there.
Yeah.
Daryl the Derelict says, I need another vacation to recover from this weekend.
Sounds like we all do.
Mhm.
Everybody's born.
I am going to take a little bit of a break next weekend. So, for the 30th, Dean
Yay.
Krantz says, in the spirit of remembrance,
Oh,
the
wow.
23rd of October, 1983, terrorists attacked the Marine barracks in Beirut, Lebanon, the largest single-day loss of life for Marines since World War II.
Interesting.
And Josh is pissed. She also kind of killed thousands of people. Fuck that hoe.
Maybe 50.
Who knows?
Murder thousands of peasants? Nah, it'll be fine. The people that want to murder you? Nah, it'll be fine.
It'll be aight.
And it was a great weekend. Absolutely. Guys, I can't wait to talk about that. We're going to talk about that more tomorrow. I know people are like, oh my God, details. Absolutely insane. Some things went absolutely wonderfully. And then some things got fucked and turned upside down. But Valhalla doesn't ever bend the knee. So we didn't like go like, oh God, what are we going to do now? We rolled with it. And we made a absolutely kick-ass party out of some shit that didn't turn out like we had planned. So things went really well this weekend. Were there some road bumps? Yeah, there were some road bumps, but they didn't stop us or break us in any way. We just rolled with it. And I think some things turned out even better than they would have if the shit hadn't happened. So...
Masters of improvisation.
Exactly. Me and Mike. Oh yeah.
I was there too.
You and I tell you what, guys, some hotel staff tried to get snippy with Eris, and Eris was like, "Bitches, please." So
You have to do all of this stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, that's been done for weeks. I don't know what you want."
yeah, you can't just they acted like she didn't know what the fuck was going on, and she was like, this has been done, this has been paid for. And because they tried to jump Eris's ass, them bitches gave us free food, free drink, free party shit, all kinds of we got comped like a motherfucker. Nice. Because when I found out what was going on, I was like, no, y'all fucked up last night, and then y'all fucked this up tonight. I said, no, we want this comped, and we want food, and we're going to get drinks. And they were like, oh my God, what can we get you? Do you drink beer? Do you drink alcohol? Do you want free booze? Do you want free soda?
No, you're going to work for it. Run a few carrots through the juicer.
So, but yeah, we're going to have a long discussion about that tomorrow.
So stay tuned after these messages.
That's right. Tomorrow morning, Taco Tuesday, we are going to have a long talk about some cool shit. Eris showed, she didn't show her Karen. She just was like, we've had this set up. This is bought and paid for. Yeah. They tried being a Karen to her. They tried acting like Karens to her. Like, oh my God, what are you doing here? You do not belong here.
Yeah, this conference room, you can't hang out in here. It's like, I'm sorry, we paid for this. I don't know. What's the name on that ticket? Do you think I have nothing better to do when we're across the street from Six Flags and take over a conference room?
Yeah.
Seriously? You think I get my kicks out of this? What is going on?
Ass bandits.
I want freshly ground almond milk with sprinkles. Chilled with sprinkles. Oh my God.
Nutritious and delicious.
The captain's demon horns were fully exposed. No, that was, believe it or not, that was more me. Eris handled it a lot better than I did. I'm the one that was like, you bitches fucked up. You bitches fucked up last night, and then you fucked up today, and this is a big fuck up. So you've got to get an engineer to come into the hotel to bring us a fucking projector. That should have been set up earlier today. I don't think so. They didn't have sound set up. They didn't have the projector set up. They didn't have the screen set up.
They literally had it like we were having a conference call with little mints and pieces of paper, like we were going to take notes on the Rockacon.
And they acted like we shouldn't be there. Like nobody should be in there. Like, oh my God, how did you get in here? I'm like, bitches.
Because you told us this was the room. What do you want?
You can't be in here. Well, yes, we can, because this is our room. This is
Yeah.
our room. We paid for this room. We paid for
Yeah.
this room in advance. So we got there's like a lounge downstairs that they have couches and like chairs, all these chairs set up.
Comfy chairs.
So what we did was we ended up watching the movie down in the lounge. And they brought us food, free drinks, free beer, free
Totally
pretty much.
didn't take the leftovers.
Oh yeah,
we definitely didn't load up a bag and took all the leftovers.
That shit.
We
I
were
was
mad.
like, we bag this shit up and we take it with us because we're not leaving it here for them to keep.
I was just like, hey, you want to take the thing?
Freebies.
Just like, oh yes, let's take the thing. And so I sat around and we came and got back. We loaded it up.
Project Cambrian said must have been an assistant manager. No, dude, it was a huge weekend because the Dallas Cowboys were playing. So
College game and Dallas Cowboys.
They had multiple managers there. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. So it was
all
a huge.
All
hotels were booked up. And I
16
know
floor hotel, by the way.
They had conference rooms booked on the first floor that whole day that had been set up and run. So setting up ours on the second floor shouldn't have been shit. All they had to do was bring in a big screen and a projector and a sound and hook it up and get it ready. That's all they had to do. And they couldn't do that.
Chairs.
And rearrange the tables and the chairs so that we had like theater style seating. But I think we got out better because that was almost $1,000. That was almost $1,000. And we got that fully refunded. We got to hang out in a big lounge. It was a lot more of us just hanging out, chilling. There were tables, there was couch, there was chair, really nice chairs. It was comfortable. And we all just got to sit around, hang out, and watch Rathacon Director's Cut. So, and Palmy, hello, good morning, Palmy. I got to see Puppers. Puppers is so cute.
Pepper was adorable. Even I like Pepper. Pepper was the cutest.
Werewolf Jeebus said I totally could have gone. They didn't need me at work. It was slow. I only made 300 in tips. Damn.
But that's 300 more you couldn't have had before. So I don't know. Bring that, I would say no to $300. If you don't like the $300.
And yes, Mark, there was free beer.
Oh, you and me both. If it's free, hell yeah.
Yes,
there was only one beer left after we were done.
It would have been mine.
There would have been no beer left.
There would have been no beer left.
So, anyway, House of the Dragon?
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, dragon chomps and dead babies.
Anything I'm not thinking of or remembering that.
We might get a dragon in Winterfell next season. Maybe, hopefully. I wanted to see that really, really bad.
You think that that her oldest is going to still be in Winterfell when season 2 starts?
I really wanted to see them land the dragon in Winterfell. I thought that would have been cool. I wanted to see that really bad, but I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. The Dances with the Dragons, I don't know how long that war goes on for. I'm hoping for no more time skips. When they said no more time skips after the 8th episode, I didn't know if they meant for the season or for the rest of the show, which I think is only going to last for another season.
Yeah.
So
there's years. This goes on for years. This isn't something that's just settled out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was just thinking if they're spending this whole episode prepping and drawing the battle lines and getting everything ready, if this war is going to go on for a long time, I don't think we're going to see, we're at war again every single episode. I think, in my opinion, I think we're going to see some more jumps next season.
A dance of dragons. Okay, how long? Okay, that's not what I wanted. Google.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the war. It was fought from 129 AC. 2 years. It was fought for 2 years.
They could do another 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Do 2 seasons of dragon fighting. That's what we want. Do
That's
it.
what we
please.
want. We want dragons burning villages,
take your time.
raiding farms, destroying castles. War. We want
I want
war.
death.
You know what? It's
I
funny
want blood and
that
fire.
that the critics were like, "Oh my god, those people in Starship Troopers, they're so like caveman, like saying they want to go to war and bugs and kill the bugs and kill them all." No, bitches, I want dragon fire. This is what we signed up for. So give us dragon fire. I'm sick and tired of these idiot fucks out in Hollywood acting like, oh my god, we're doing this way, and it's because we like totally want to tweak our own nipples and be that giant little Nicky
Oh no.
that looks at himself in the mirror when he's wearing
tit
pink
head.
and, it's just like, damn, dude, really? You guys are morons. Black Adam may be the worst movie in history. And people walking out of it going, fuck yeah, The Rock was badass. Really? You know what? It's funny how when we don't like something, we're nothing but ists, obes, and yahtzees. But when they don't like something, how dare you criticize their opinion?
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? They have a right to their opinion. Critics, did you know that, Zero? That critics have a right to their opinions?
I'm sure they do if they're qualified and credited and, have good source material like all of them seem to be out there. Ah, ha, 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 I made myself laugh.
And some of them are under the impression that this show is absolutely horrible and that Rings of Whammons is like the best show in television history.
No, I forgot about it over a weekend. Okay, like I don't know.
I forgot about it entirely.
Yeah. Literally this weekend, all I was thinking was House of the Dragon season finale, and then until you brought up Rings of Power, I was like, oh yeah, that existed, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah,
it did. Lucerys Krispies, new look, same strong flavor.
Because he's a strong. That was good. I know I fake laughed at it, but I actually really was funny.
Apparently, Andor is the greatest series since Swiss cheese. I damn near fell asleep. The first 5 minutes of the first episode was decent, and after that, nope. I just said nope. I didn't even make it to the end of the first episode. I watched all of 5 minutes. Yeah, who is Andor? What is Andor? And where does Andor come from?
Oh, it's Star Wars. It's a Star Wars thing that no one gives a shit about. Okay, all right, we did it.
So it's not really Star Wars then, because the Star Wars that we know is the stuff that people care about.
No, this is Disney Star Wars.
This is just Disney Star Wars. So it doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. It's not out there. Nope.
Mark liked it. Oh my goodness. I mean, that is a bit of an endorsement. You know what I mean? Because he is infinitely tired and he didn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
I was bored, so I didn't make it past the end of the first episode. There's just too much talking. There's too much talking in hallways. It's Star Wars does not need to be a series. It needs to be a set of awesome movies.
Yeah.
And instead, all the magic's gone. The magic's gone, and you've got Detroit apparently women from Detroit, they're like, give me back my stereo, motherfucker. That now are in the Star Wars universe. That, it's just whatever. I don't care. The magic's gone. It's gone. I'm done. So I sympathize with the Empire now. Kill them all. Just wipe them all out. Give me Death Stars for days. Just keep building them. So yeah, right there. I don't have time to watch mediocrity. Why do I want to sit around and watch this shit? I keep getting told Andor is so good, Loki. You need to watch Andor. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm like, I'm falling fucking asleep. Well, the first 6 episodes out of the 8 that came out are like that. I'm like, why the fuck do I want to watch 6 episodes of boredom? That's like 3/4 of a series that's just boredom. Why? Well, the last 2 episodes are totally worth it. I don't want to watch 6 hours of why am I watching this for 2 hours of greatness. I don't care. It's not even that great. It's just whatever.
I think I'd rather watch Tim Allen and Richard Karn talk about how paint dries for 24 hours straight.
I'm surprised Disney didn't demolish the Galactic Star Cruiser and blame the hurricanes. Yeah, they totally could have. Instead they fired everyone and they hired like nobodies. They're like, kids straight out of fucking high school drama.
Yay.
They wanted a diverse cast of experienced actors to be in the Galactic Star Cruiser. Now the ad is straight out of drama in high school, join the Galactic Star Cruiser tour.
All right.
So
yeah.
If a TV show can't get good by episode 2, it needs to get the fuck out. Well. Chris Persia only has one question. Why would I watch a series about a guy who will die in Rogue One? A movie which I only enjoyed the Vader scene of.
That is true. That is my favorite part of it.
Yeah.
It is good. Even if it makes no sense in his fighting style immediately afterwards. Like, I understand.
I loved
the
blind guy with the staff.
Oh yeah.
I am the Force and the Force is with me. I am the Force and the Force is with me. Okay, so in Star Wars lore, there are Force sensitives that do not have enough potential to become Jedi. Sometimes the Jedi will have them protect like Jedi holy sites. So they're defenders. That is what he was. He was someone who was Force sensitive, but didn't have enough potential to become a Jedi. He has the Force and he can feel the Force, but it's not strong enough in him to become a Jedi. So I liked him. I really, really liked him. I thought he was one of the best parts of Rogue One.
And the robot, the droid, man.
Yeah, the droid was cool too. So, but let's
droid.
get back to talking about House of Dragon, because shit, if we can't talk about this last episode for an hour, what the hell are we doing here?
Same thing we always do.
Go off topic.
Just go off topic and then come back. We just take a little detour every now and then.
And that's true too. They will make them librarians as well. Yes. If it is not in our libraries, it does not exist. You bitch. You smug bitch.
Oh, so literally if a planet existed tomorrow, it doesn't exist because you don't have it? Really?
Yeah.
What
If
about
it
the
is
rest
not
of the
in our
universe?
records, then it does not exist because they mapped all that out.
Goody.
They mapped all that out. Yes.
I don't believe you.
Yes. Absolutely.
Anyway,
That during the Clone Wars.
See, look, we just detoured again.
I tried really hard.
The records were so detailed of other galaxies that they had a project called Outbound Flight that was put together to travel to other galaxies because they knew exactly where all the stars and planets were. Way better than Hubble, ladies and gentlemen. This is how badass the EU used to be. Show that caught me is a perfect show, no, but it's establishing the foundation of the cell that will become the rebellion. Too bad they didn't use Zahn's backstory. Yeah, and they could have. And they didn't. So I don't know. I got tired of people telling me to watch just try it. Just watch the first one. Fucking shit. And I did, and I didn't like it, so I didn't keep watching it. Yeah, Outbound Flight's a badass series. So, okay. Final thoughts, ratings, comments. What are you looking forward to next season? We'll start with Eris. Shoot.
I want dragons. I want fighting. I want the greens to burn. I want Rhaenyra to get vengeance. But I also have a feeling I know how her vengeance ends because vengeance has a tendency to destroy everyone. But right now I'm here for it. I'm here and I want it to happen because fuck the greens. Yeah, fuck the greens, I think is overall. I'm really hope they do a surprise, like, oh, look, in 2023, we're done. Yay.
All
Yeah, I kind of
right.
hope
There are
I don't have
follow-up
to be
books.
sure.
There are follow-up books that Zahn wrote. There's 2 follow-up books to Outbound Flight. So I think of it kind of like a mini trilogy. Specters of the Past and Visions of the Future are the 2 books that come after that.
Dragon, good. Hightower, bad. That is my overall thoughts on the House of Dragon. Yeah. I do think I do agree with Josh though a little bit because like he said we should have gotten what Allison's reaction to hearing the news, but at the same time I kind of like that idea, but I kind of think it should have waited too. But I want to see it, but I want to see it next season.
I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah, he's saying what?
Unless they skip it and then we just pick up season 2. It's like, oh, this is happening. Here we go. Hope you're caught up. Who knows?
And Mark makes comment, if you go by what Joffrey said to Marjorie, then her ending is pretty brutal.
Yeah, that's why I said the vengeance has a tendency to destroy everyone. So yeah, I'm here for it as it is.
Zeropium.
I'm looking forward to the continuation of all these pissed off people. some shit is gonna go down because everybody's on edge now, and everybody is just like Eris said, out for vengeance for their own personal reasons and vendetta. And I'm curious to see who allows that to possibly corrupt them and who rises above and becomes a better character for it. So it was a good episode. Considering we didn't get a whole lot of action at all. It was a lot of good war talk in the trenches, a lot of build up for what to expect next season. So I think it ended well enough where it didn't give too much away, but it gave us enough to be interested in where this goes. So yeah, I'm looking to see some bloodshed. I know that sounds cliche and horribly masculine, but tensions are rising. So I can't wait to see where this goes.
Oh yeah. Rating?
I would give the episode in general, I would give this 82%.
Okay, 82%. A percentage.
Yes, Mark the Infinitely Tired likes or no, who was it out there that likes percentages?
Joker? Was it Joker?
No, it wasn't Joker.
I don't know. I forget. It's been a day, but yeah, 82% for the percentiles out there, 8.2 for the decimal fans. There you go.
Dean,
I'm going to give it an 88.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll do an 88.
Dean, if you're out there, I gave you another percentage.
Okay. I think overall the season was strong. It needed to be strong. Fans needed Game of Thrones to come back and hit hard. And I think that's what they did. There is some really great scenes this season, some really great story this season. There is treachery. There are dragons. Overall, I would give this episode an 8, so I'll give it an 80%.
Nicely done.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will, Mark. I don't know if anybody out there knows or not, has already heard. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'll wait till after today. But yeah, we're going to talk about Doctor Who. So hopefully I can get Starry on to talk Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, that thing happened.
Overall, I'm going to give this season an 85%, an 8.5, because it has people interested in talking about Game of Thrones again. Dan and Dave left Game of Thrones in a horrible state. They said, we're smarter than everybody else. We know what everybody else wants. Yeah, the monster said I want about $8.50.
Oh, yes. Damn a woman, I can't afford more than $3.50 right now.
So,
yeah. I will say, major props for this intro to the series after those floodgates opened at the end of Game of Thrones, because man, that was quite the mess they had to clean up, and I think they pulled it off really eloquently
and got people talking again. That is
for,
something that
for
not
all the right
everybody-
reasons. Yep.
It's something that is very, very hard to do. And I think this takes the cake for the year of best comeback stories of the year. I don't really care what, at the end of the day, what Doctor Who wants to do. They can do whatever they want. They can try whatever shocking things they want to try. At the end of the day, this is the biggest comeback story. Game of Thrones was dead. HBO D&D killed it, and HBO killed it. Even though HBO didn't want to kill it, they didn't want it to end. Dan and Dave were like, no, we're out. We're not continuing the story. We're going to end it. They tried to pay them. They tried to keep them around longer. And they said, no, we're going to go to Disney and we're going to make Star Wars and we're leaving HBO. And then they didn't even get to do that. So what a tangled web we weave. And Snowdub with the $2 super chat says, "Skull and tuck and roll, brother." I wish you could have been there this weekend. I really do. We missed you. Quite the topic of discussion. Where's Snow? So we love you, brother. We absolutely love you.
He was
Can't
there in
wait,
spirit.
hopefully, to see you next time, which we're going to do this again in 2 years. So we're going to do Game of Thrones again in 2 years. It might just be on at the same time we do ValhallaCon in 2 years. So any final thoughts about this show from either one of you? Shoot.
I'll just say, well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
I'm impressed.
You did good, and you gave the fans hope for what's to come. So we're looking forward to it. Good job, everybody.
You did it, guys. You brought back a show from the dead. I'm impressed. I thought this was completely dead. I had no hope going into this. In fact, I didn't even know we were going to watch this until the night of, in that first episode. And I was just like, I had no intention on watching the show. And by God, am I happy I did. Because, man, we really do need some good television. So.
Snowdub says, "I apologize, my friends. I was trapped in the eternal pits of hell." Oh, so you were staying with El Perro. But I found some light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, brother, I know you were there in spirit. Snow called us right before we did the Wrath of Khan watch party, and we got to talk to him for a little bit. So thank you, brother. We wish you were there. We really do. If you do it every 2 years, is that biannual or is that 2 times a year? The biannual.
That's biannual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, the only way we could do it next year is if we did the Retro Palooza here in Houston, and I don't want to do that because there's not enough. There's not enough to do in Deer Park and Pasadena, so it'd be like people running all over the place, and I absolutely hate that. Oh, thank you, Leia. Thank you. I gave this show a shot. I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give them a shot. And they surprised me. They really did. I'm glad Dan and Dave are gone. I think that at the end of that series, they kind of got a little too big for their britches and thought they could run things however they want to. And it failed. People were pissed. People were upset. I've heard all kinds of excuses about the lighting, about the way the episode is. I've got a 4K TV that looks absolutely beautiful. It has an absolutely beautiful screen. And it being completely washed out when it was live because everybody was trying to get a better picture because it looked like absolute ass. I've watched it since. I've watched it in 4K. I've watched it in 1080p. And the lower resolution you go, the more it's impossible to see what the fuck is going on. In 4K, there are scenes that are okay and there are scenes that not, But you start going lower than that, and it becomes almost impossible to watch it. You can't see what's going on. You can't. So there are just scenes that are damn near, especially with the dragons in the clouds, in the storm. It's very washed out and hard to watch. But they've come back. They made a comeback. They've really, really done an excellent job telling the story so far. And I want more. We want more.
And I want it now. Yeah.
Yeah. But I want good. I want quality. I don't want this rushed shit from Amazon that is absolute dog shit. Imagine Amazon firing a showrunner and him going, you know what? Fuck this shit, I'm out, and going over to HBO and making the show that is kicking the shit out of Lord of the Rings. And they do not like it, and the press do not like it, and the critics do not like it. Because guess what? It means you're right. Because you cannot be right. When you like something, they have to hate it. When they hate something, they do not want you to love it. They want you to hate it with them because it means they're right, and it goes to their ego of them being right. So fuck that. I'm not here to hold up and to promote the ego of people. I am here to give you my opinion, tell you how I see it and what I feel about it, and that's it. I'm not here to stroke the ego of anyone. Now, what Zeropium does with Wendy, that's a whole nother story.
I didn't even acknowledge anything. You had to go there.
When you start talking about stroking.
Yeah, you just trying to test my patience. That's all. No biggie. Whatever. Wendy can dream all it wants. Doesn't matter.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the House of the Dragon reviews. We absolutely love you guys. We cannot do this without you.
Yeah. And big special thanks to our Fez Kitty down below doing it 10 straight weeks. Well done.
I did it. I didn't know I was going to be able to do this, but I somehow pulled it off.
Yeah. We were glad to have you aboard.
Mayor Rose, fucking hell no, bitch will burn.
I'm not getting involved.
When's the wedding for Wendy and Zeropium? Yeah, what is that, Zero?
Snorter Poopas, I love you, buddy, but I will make a coat out of you.
Just a little bit.
I'm out.
Yep.
I'm out.
Guys, we're out of here. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak, friend, enter. We'll see you guys on the next 0 hour. Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys. Bye. Oh, my God.
I can't do it today.
He's in...
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.